In recent years, the increase in cyber attack has been alarming, and every day comes with different and advanced methods, which is why you need to keep up your cybersecurity game. My name is Mustafa Aishat, but you can call me Chazi, and this is Dev Lantern. The importance of cybersecurity cannot be overemphasized. As a tech bro or techie, how do you intend to keep the digital world safe? As a non-techie, how do you prevent your gadgets from malware? Also, as an organization, your user data is top priority. How do you prevent them from cyber attack? All of these questions will be answered by a professional, an experienced third-party risk analyst, and an award-winning of cybersecurity professional. His name is Segun Olaniyan, or you can call him Cyber Apostle. Hi, Olaniyan. How are you doing?
Hi, Aisha. I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Talking about third-party risk analysts, what do you do? What is your job?
All right. So from the word third party means a business or a company that is not, integrated into your own company. That is like an external company that you're partnering with to do business with. Okay. So over the years, we've seen supply chain attacks, vendor risk, risk coming from vendors, suppliers that actually supply organizations with services and goods. So those organizations are prone to be attacked or prone to be hit by cyber attacks. Okay. So what I do as a third-party risk analyst is to actually assess organizations that partners with the organization I work with.
Is it like an outsource firm or
no,
something?
No. Okay. Any organization at all. Oh, okay. The organization I work with does business with different other organizations. Okay. For example, if you're a startup, a tech startup, okay, you will need, if your product needs to get payments from your customers, all right, you need organizations like Flutterwave, Paystack, to actually issue you like an API to a gateway, a payment gateway by which you can pay. So for my organization to do business with Paystack, we will have to assess Paystack to be able to be sure that their cybersecurity posture is up and up to the standard, the industry standard, and they are not susceptible to cyber attack, even though there is no 100%, there is no application or organization that is also 100% safe. But we are just making sure that they have the right security controls, security mechanisms in place that will help them to prevent, cyber attacks. Yes, that is what I do.
So now, are you like an intermediary between them?
Yes, I'm like an intermediary.
So this third risk analyst, is it like a branch in cyber security?
So yes, it's a branch in information security. Information security is like the umbrella that brings all of this together: the cyber security, the third-party risk assessment, information security assessment. And
is it kind of related to data analytics?
No. It's not the same.
It's not. Yeah. Oh, okay. So now talking about maintaining a good cybersecurity hygiene and practices, how does it relate to a tech person?
Okay, so if you're a tech person, it depends. Tech is really wide.
Yeah.
You can be a software developer, you can be a data analyst, you can be a
software tester,
a software tester, and the rest of that. Mm-hmm. So if we narrow it down to a software developer, then we'll be talking about secure coding and application security.
Okay.
Right? That is, what are the best practices when you are developing an app? What should you, a software developer will develop an app with the mindset of availability, not necessarily security.
Well, I think, of course, because I'm a developer myself, so if I'm developing, I want it to be secure, of course.
Now, the kind of security I'm talking about is not the one that developers do on a normal base of, they want to make sure that the code is the password and all of those. Mm-hmm. Those are those are basics.
Tiny, wow.
Right? Those are basic. So as a developer, you want to be sure that your input, there's data validation, input validation, definitely, whereby you put in some security controls that enables that when a user is imputing a data that is not in compliance with
what you have in your code.
What you have in your code, it actually does not accept it.
Yeah, that's the validation.
That's the validation. Then you want to be sure of buffer overflow. You want to be sure that you develop your application to fight against buffer overflow. What's buffer overflow? When you leave unnecessary space, storage or space, memory space in your application. And those unnecessary space can be actually utilized or exploited. So how that works is that a payload is like a malware, chunks of code that are malicious, that can actually be loaded into those memories that have not been taken care of. So if you're a developer and you develop an app and certain memories in that your product have not been used and it's just lying there like without being used, it means that hackers can actually take advantage of those spaces that you are not using but were actually available. They can use those space to chunk in data that is like above the original.
And with that, it will be hacked, right?
It will be hacked. So it will make the application to begin to malfunction. And then from there, they can, exploit their application.
Right. So as an organization, then how can they prevent
as an organization, number one, you want to have what we call different security policies. Now, security policies helps organizations to implement security measures. So it means if you have like an application security policy, if you have a network security policy. So all of these policies are living document that outlines different implementation of different security measures. So for application security policy, or let's say development lifecycle policy now, a developer will be able to follow every step outlined in that policy to make sure that they actually develop an application that is secured. So it will take into consideration all of this data validation, all of this buffer overflow, and following due, development lifecycle outlines. And all of this will really help you when you have those policy in place, and then there is a system in the organization that enforces those policies. So you want to also train your developers on the security aspect of web development or application development, where you tell them about their own personal security, the security of their own personal gadgets. If a web developer is using a system that you are using the system to develop an app, and then there is no antivirus installed on the system, and then you are trying to connect to a server, maybe at the headquarters, or you are trying to work remotely.
I can relate with that.
You do not have a VPN. Virtual private network, where you connect, you are just connecting to any network. With that, right, and a cyber criminal can actually get access, unauthorized access, to that system, and then leverage the system to connect to whatever infrastructure you are connecting to, and then exploit certain weaknesses, and then launch an attack against the organization.
So now we've talked about developers, we talked about organization. So what about individual? We're all individual, but what about a non-techie, someone that don't even know anything about it?
Okay, so I will start by saying that hackers are looking for 4 things. Now, I know a lot of people think the only thing cyber criminals or hackers are looking for is just your money, right? That is not true. Not entirely true. Of course, they're looking for money. But there is something that is more valuable than money, is your data. The new currency now is data. That is why you see data science, data analytics, data engineering, feature engineering in data. You see big data analytics,
business analytics and stuff.
All of these are data. In fact, that is why it is very important for individual. I see a lot of people, even tech bros, they post their pictures, and then
don't you post your picture?
No, let me land now. At their back, you'll be seeing the number, the address of their home. You'll be seeing their plate number. You'll be seeing, a lot of people don't they are not conscious of all of these things. They just want to, have
flex
fun.
Now.
So it means that I can actually go on the internet, gather your pictures, gather certain events you have posted about, and be able to piece all of those things together to get certain information about you that I can use to collect a loan on your behalf.
Wow. that's a lot.
So a lot of people are falling victim of that. You see somebody collecting loan on their behalf,
yes,
and they do not even know about it. Another thing is you see all this broadcast message on WhatsApp where they just say, click on this link, you receive, the federal government is giving 80,000 naira. So most people, even tech bros, techies, click on those links because of their greed.
Greed. Yeah,
so
that's the word.
Because of their greed, they click on those links and then it takes them to a malicious website where they say, oh, okay, you need to fill your details for you to be able to get the 80,000 naira.
That you did not work for.
So from there, they fill their name. They even ask for mother's maiden name, which is one of the sensitive information used that they can use in bank to withdraw your money. Sometimes they ask for your BVN and then you impute it. If they are able to get that,
that's all.
That's all.
Seriously.
Right? So what am I saying is that your data, your sensitive information, your identity, that's number 2, your money and your online account. Those are the 4 things.
You know, so people will even post their account number on social media.
On the social media. Like, some people will say, I just got this, my card from OP, and then they'll snap it and put it. So all of these things are what, cyber criminals are looking for. We call something reconnaissance. Reconnaissance is information gathering about people or even organization, even before getting to the system to hack. You have to learn about your victim before you are being hacked. So away from this technology talk, let's come to humans.
Okay.
Now, why hack technology when it is easy to hack humans? Human beings are the most, easiest to hack.
How?
Now, what I mean by that is you have emotions, right?
Yeah.
You have emotions, and part of your emotions is fear. Fear is an emotion, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Being loved, feeling loved. Now, a cyber criminal will actually get close to you. Like, we'll start a conversation
be your friend.
And they will create a problem for you and then come as the savior to solve the problem. Like that, they win your trust. From there, they engage in that conversation. And as a person, somebody that helps you solve a problem, you become open to them. From there, they begin to siphon information from you. And that is what we call social engineering. Manipulating people to make security mistake. That's called social engineering. So that's how people get hacked. So people don't just get hacked. There might have been like an engagement with a cyber criminal one way or the other. It's either you are filling a form you are not supposed to be filling.
Or that's great.
You are posting your information where you are not supposed to be posting, or you are exposing too much information on social media.
They are catching crews.
On social media. So all of this information put together helps. That's why I said it is easy to hack human. In fact, in the history of cyber attack, human being has been the major cause of most cyber attacks that is being launched at organizations. For example, the Colonial Pipeline, a guy finished using a VPN, account, and then they dumped it, and they didn't destroy the account. So they dumped it. They weren't using it anymore. So the cyber criminal got access to that VPN password that they were not using again, because the organization didn't destroy. So that's like human error. There should be a policy in an organization that is called destruction and retention, data destruction and retention. So it means that if a VPN account is not being used again, it should be destroyed. It should be deleted.
Yeah, just like I remember when I was working in the bank, if we are not using just PayPal, if you are not using it again, we'll shred it.
You have to shred it.
Like, you have to shred it.
There's something called dumpster diving. It means when some of the papers that you don't use again, documents, and you do not shred it, you squeeze it and put it inside the dustbin. Cyber criminals can go to a length of going to where your dustbin is and be searching through. That's dumpster diving. And be searching through if they can. So another man's trash is another man's identity.
Wow.
You see that? So these are ways by which individuals can get hacked, and then using weak password also. For example, you are using your date of birth for your password. That means if I'm able to get your date of birth, I will be able to have access to your accounts, even your bank account. And the best practice is have different passwords for different accounts. I know you will be asking, how will I manage that? There is something called password manager. You only need to know one password, which is the master password, to access the password manager. The password manager will help you to save and sometimes help you to generate a very strong password for all your online accounts.
I think there is also like a password for vault also.
Yes, that you can use. These are various ways that you can actually, prevent being hacked or being scammed.
Yeah.
Prevent cyber attack.
So what would you advise us to do generally, organization, a techie, a non-techie, in maintaining a good cybersecurity hygiene? Just general advice.
All right. General advice, I would say, number one, nobody is too big to be hacked. Nobody is too rich to be hacked. Nobody is too poor, because a lot of people think, I don't have money, so nobody's coming after me. What if they are coming after you because of your loved ones? For example, if your WhatsApp gets hacked, what they do is they search through your previous messages. Yeah. They want to identify the people you have had trust with, that if they can ask money from and they can cook up something, that maybe their father died or their mother died, those people, because of your connection with those people, with that person or those people, those ones will be able to release the money. You see, they are not targeting your own money. They are targeting the money. So it is your data they are coming for. So be careful what you share online.
Yeah.
When you receive a call and be careful. Verify. If you receive an email, verify. Right? So these are generally some of the things individuals should actually take care of or be conscious of.
That's like number one. You did mention number two. That's like you explain number one. So
okay,
there are
like
other ones.
Other ones,
yes.
Yeah. Install antivirus. Do not delay updates.
Then I think I can also add to like shred your
importance,
your documents, destroy them,
documents, shred them and destroy them. And most importantly, don't delay updates.
Don't delay updates. Okay. Don't delay updates. How? Okay, updating like your applications and stuff like that.
Your phone.
Oh, okay.
And then also I want to add permissions on your app, on your phone apps. Be careful what kind of permission. For example, if a calculator, an app calculator is asking for permission to access your contact, you should question it. You should question it.
Yeah.
So I just use that as an example.
Because why?
So
because I want to calculate 1 + 1.
Yeah. So be very careful the kind of permission you grant to applications on your phone.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they also use that to harvest data.
Thank you. That was really, really insightful. So if our audience wants to reach out to you, how can they do that?
They can get me on LinkedIn. Shegun Ebenezer Olanio is my name.
All right.
On Twitter, my Twitter handle is the Cyber Apostle. THE Cyber Apostle.
I love that name. How did you come up with that?
Okay, so Apostle on a norms means the sent one. So I see myself as one sent, as one sent into that space, to help people. And also that's like. Came about
you're an author, right?
Yes.
You write books.
I've written 3 books.
Wow. So their names, you have them with you?
Yes, I have 2.
Oh, okay.
Out of the 3. The first one, I didn't print it. It was...
it's in process?
No. Like, I only published as an online copy.
Oh,
like,
okay. So
it's an ebook.
Is it?
So if you want to get it, you can visit Amazon. Just type visibility, the visibility... I want to try to remember that one now. The Visibility Playbook. Yes, that's the first book.
Oh, okay.
The Visibility Playbook. So that talks about how you can actually gain visibility in the tech space.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So that's for like anybody.
Tech bro, anybody. Then I wrote the second one, Journey to Cybersecurity. Okay. That one is here. If you want to start...
You can just show the audience.
Okay, this is it.
Yeah, okay, all right.
All right, this is it. So if you want to start a career in cybersecurity, you want to know what it means to protect networks, computers from cyber attack, You can get this one. This one introduces you to cybersecurity and how to get started.
Okay.
So if you now want to learn how to attract employers, collaborators, how to establish your presence in cybersecurity industry, this one, 21-day visibility work plan. Okay. So it has different work plans that will help you to actually maintain.
Get that job.
Yeah.
You know?
Get that job, get people gigs. To notice you, gigs. So this one does.
I think I'll just come for cybersecurity. I should not do backend developer again. We like to say now flex.
So the thing is, we can have hybrid roles.
Okay.
Right? Where you have like a DevSecOps.
Okay.
You know, there is DevOps.
DevOps, yeah.
Then there is DevSec, Developer Security Operations.
Oh, okay.
Development Security Operation. DevSecOps. So you can combine security with anything. Like you that is a back end, you can be a back end security specialist. So what you the thing is, cybersecurity have a lot of flexibility. Like you can call yourself anything and be that thing. It has that flexibility. So you can be a front end. What you want to do is you want to be like a core person when it comes to securing the front end.
Yeah, so yeah, that makes sense, really.
You see? So, and that will be what they will be consulting you for.
And I will just be sleeping and be collecting money. All right. Thank you so much. That was really insightful. Would you like to do this again?
Of course, yes. Of course.
All right. Thank you, Cyber Apostle.
Thank you.
Agba.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I believe we learned a lot from Olaniyan. If you have any question or any contribution, you can drop in the comment section. You can also reach out to Olaniyan. You can get his book also. Follow us on DevLantern, on any of our socials at DevLantern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share with your friends. Don't be greedy. All right. Remain tech savvy. See you again. Bye.